This is 5.2, number 37. So the difference to this, we don't have a function, we have a table of values. And we're trying to do Riemann sums. So these are the velocities at given times. The units are miles per hour for the velocity and hours for time. Sketch a smooth curve passing through the data points. I am going to do a very rough graph. And I'm just going to pick some points. It's not going to be accurate, but you'll get the idea. So 0 and 50, that's going to be 50. 0.25, so each of my dashes will be 0.25. 0.25 for each. So that'll be 1. That'll be 2. Well, I can make these wider. I kind of made those really tight. Let's make them bigger. That's 1. That's 2. Okay, at 0.25, I'm going to be at 50. And at 0.5, I'm going to be at 60. And at 0.75, I'm going to be at 60. Wait, no, what am I doing? Yeah, 0.75. Oh, my scales are, I'm off a little bit here. I wasn't lined up. So 0.5, I'm going to, or 0.25, I'm going to be at 50. 0.5, I'm going to be at 60. 0.75, I'm also going to be at 60. And at 1, I'm going to be at 55. At 1.25, I'm going to be at 65. Didn't have to be exact. Where am I? That was 1.25. 1.5, I'm going to be at 50. 1.75, I'm going to be back up at 60. And at 2, I'm going to be at 70. They said connect these with a smooth curve. Now, to be smooth, I can't do this. Let me zoom in on that. To be smooth, I can't go boop, boop, boop. That's not smooth. That's rough, right? Smooth, you just kind of flow with it. Watch, flow, flow. I don't know what it looks like. I'm just guessing. Whoop. There's a smooth curve. I don't know if that's right, but that's my curve. All right. B, find the midpoint Riemann sums to the displacement from 0 to 2 with n equals 2 and n equals 4. I'm only going to do one of these. I'm going to do n equals 4 because I don't feel like doing more than n equals 4. What's my delta x? That's going to be b minus a over 4. So it's going to be 1/2. So where are my 4 regions going to be? I will map these out. That's my first. There's my second. There's my third. There's my fourth, because each one's 1/2. And I want to do the midpoint of each of these. Where's the midpoint? I will do that in brown. There's the midpoint. So I'm going to find the height there. There's the midpoint. I'm going to find the height there. Midpoint, height there. Midpoint, height there. If you want an illustration of this, the first one will be right there. The second one, wow, that's pretty bad, will be right there. The third one will be right there. The fourth one will be right. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Okay, so we're going to add these up. So our midpoint Riemann is going to be our function at the midpoint. So let's label these midpoints. This is going to be, that's 0. 1/4, 1/2, 3/4, 1. 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 1 3/4. I hope you can read that. That's really small. Okay. So the velocity, the first height, is going to be found at the middle, which is 1/4. And the widths of all these are 1/2 again. The next height is going to be here at 3/4. And the width is 1/2. And the next one is going to be found at 1 1/4, which is 5/4. And the width is 1/2. And the next one will be found here, which is 1 3/4, which is 7/4. And we're almost done. Now we look at our table. What's the velocity at 1/4? 50. 50 miles per hour times a half hour plus, and then at 3/4, I get 60. So it's 60 miles per hour times a half hour. And at 5/4, which is 1 1/4, it's going to be 65. And at 1 3/4, it's going to be 60 times a half hour. And I'm pretty much done. Cancel these units. I will do these for you. That's 25 miles plus 30 miles plus 32 1/2 miles plus 30 miles. Do I want to add those? 30, 60, 90, 92, 97, 107, 117 1/2 miles. Is that right? Yes. Yes. I got it right. That's another midpoint using a table.